1 minute, ma'am. Okay. Okay, so we are live.
All
We're
right.
just waiting for our viewers to join us. Just let us wait for 2, 3 seconds,
Yeah.
minutes. Oh. Okay. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, everybody. I'm very happy to announce that today we are on our 25th episode. Wow, we have made it from the scratch. But to honor this small achievement of completing 25th episode, we have to compliment our team of Celeb Chronicles and viewers with something special. I mean, after successful completion of 25 episodes and getting so much of love and support from the audience. Itna to banta hai. So we did it. We have invited a very, very, very special guest, a guest from the world of fairy tales, from the world of crayons and acrylic, the very talented, the inspirational icon, our beloved painter and entrepreneur, Reena Malhotra Chopra. Welcome to Celeb Chronicles, ma'am. We are very, very happy to hear you today with us.
Thank you so much for such an elaborate introduction. I don't really think I'm worthy of such long words and such praise, but thank you so much. I'm extremely humble that you would have bothered to invite me onto your portal to talk with you guys. Thank you so much for the invite.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, if we are not wrong, a major time of your childhood was spent in Nairobi. I don't know, means I have not visited that place, but we have, perceived many things about that place through storybooks, through movies and all. Okay. And, it is basically a landscape full of jungles, full of, folklore, lands and all. So is that true? Means life there is so close to nature.
Well, see, I'm very close to Kenya. It's very close to my heart because, of course, I spent my entire childhood there. And even now, I consider it my home because even though my parents unfortunately passed away a few years ago, my sister still lives there. So for me, it's home. I do keep going back. And it's funny how you describe it as a very magical folklore place. But it's probably, yes, because it is really close to nature, as you said. Kenya is famous for its beaches and its wildlife, basically. It's one of the most pure and raw experiences that you can have. If you're a wildlife enthusiast, I definitely, recommend you going to Kenya because a lot of the other countries and all have a very synthetic way of displaying their wildlife. Zoos or like glorified zoos, I call them sometimes. But Kenya
Hmm.
has a very rare, raw and special feel. They have sort of still maintain that nature and all. They have not really ruined it as yet with too much of commercialization,
Right,
so it
right.
is a perfect blend. If you want luxury, Kenya is the place. If you want medium kind of experience, Kenya is the place. And if you want a total budget friendly place, for that also Kenya has catered because for them, tourism is one of the major industries and they have such beauty to offer to people. So, of course, I think it's a place one must visit at least once in their lifetime, if not more. I've been living there since the age of 6. I was born in Singapore, and then
Right.
and then at the age of 6, we moved to Kenya. So I grew up there, did my schooling there. We, got married once we left, long after we left Kenya, and we still keep going back home. So for me, for me, I could go to a safari 20 times in a year and still not be bored. It's such a wonderful experience. Just that experience of being in raw nature with lions
Right,
and cheetahs and leopards looking at you, or walking with
right.
the elephants, experiencing all that. It's something that you cannot even dream of. So I recommend you
Right.
must go, or everyone should go at least once.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Is that close contact with nature helped you in nurturing your thoughts and imaginations as a painter?
See, for sure, when you go to a certain place as a kid and you grow up
Hmm.
there, obviously your education is there. You're going to school. You're experiencing everything that a country has to offer by way of education, by way of uh, extracurriculars, etc. And a major part of even our school curriculum was
Right.
nature trips. School trips to the
Okay.
beaches. and
Yeah.
to sort of collect fossils and stuff from the sea. We were taken out to these nature walks. We were taken to the wildlife safaris just to experience the animals from a different perspective, not just a tourist perspective, but to actually study them, to learn about the environment, to learn about their habits,
Hmm.
etc. So
Hmm.
obviously these things get ingrained in your mind. And Kenya is a very multicultural kind of a society. We have the locals, of course, and then we have people from the west, we have people from the east, we have people from
Hmm.
all over the world. So you're exposed to a multicultural, diverse sort of an environment. Your exposure to languages, your exposure to religions and cultures, the way they behave, the way they eat, the way they live, everything. So those definitely influenced my growing up. And I think that shows in my paintings as well, because right
Right.
from my travel paintings to nature to landscape to wildlife, I love doing
Right.
everything. Yeah, it definitely influenced me in a major way.
Right, ma'am. Right. Ma'am, our research team says that you never had a formal so called training on art and all, right? But still, every time we see your work, we are amazed. Like, it's wow. So, how is that possible? Means, is it something like it is, it was there inside you, or it was there in any other art form inside you?
Again, I thank you for being so positive and so appreciative. You were always your worst critic, so I am still yet to love my paintings. But for me, see, I think maybe I always had a good hand as a child,
Yeah.
because sometimes you just enjoy drawing, etc. So
Right.
I think when we used to do our geography diagrams or our bio diagrams or whatever,
Right.
I was very good at them. I used to go into a lot of details and I used to enjoy them. And in fact, I always used to volunteer to do others also because I used to enjoy it so much. Come, let me do your drawing for you as well. So I think it was always there. And even when the kids were growing up, I used to,
Hmm.
help them out with their school projects, their
Okay.
homework,
Okay.
etc. So my children for sure knew that mom loves drawing and sketching and all. But I
Right.
never had any formal education. No, definitely not.
Hmm.
But I think my teacher, in fact, is YouTube now, because fortunately there are a lot of helpful people out there who've
Right.
been artists for years, and they're very keen to share all their knowledge. So
Hmm.
there are a lot of
Hmm.
videos, a lot of tips and tricks about how to handle paint or how to come up with a certain
Hmm.
look or a texture or something for your paintings. So
Hmm.
I'm quite nerdy that way all day. Instead of watching TV serials, I'm poring over YouTube videos to try and see what else can I learn. How do I achieve a certain effect? How do I get a certain texture onto my paintings? How should
Right.
that eye be drawn so that it looks realistic? So for me, it's just that. And then friends around, if there are some friends who are in the art field, and they're ready to share their tips and tricks as well. So I think your environment is a big learning for you as well. And then if you have a bit of an imagination, then you manage to sort of combine the two experience, what you've learned, the tutorials online, and you combine it with your own imagination, your own creativity, and I suppose you come up with something that expresses, your thoughts or your emotions or
Right.
whatever. So I think all that happens. It's an amalgamation of all those things together.
Right. Such well said, ma'am. Ma'am, I am a person who is, like a complete disaster in artwork. But, still as a lover, still as a lover of art and painting, I have observed few things in your work. Shall I say that?
Please do. I'd love to know I always want to know what the audience has to say about your work, because I think, again, they're the best critics. We are the worst critics. They're the best critics because they can tell you exactly, okay, this is what we love about it, or this could be better, or can we see, like a lot of my people reach out to me. They'll tell me, we love your work, but this is what we're looking for. Do you think you can create something for us? So it's always
Mhm.
nice to know what the audience wants and what they like. Please do tell me what you felt.
Okay, ma'am. So, in your work, apart from the colors and the brush strokes and all, I have felt that there is a sense of depth of field, like a distance, a space, a horizon, like something. What is this space? Is it something which is inside you, or like which is deep inside you, which you have never shared it with anyone?
See, like I said, I think. the way writers put down their words on paper,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Or an actor, enacts a scene and all that, puts his entire emotions and all in it.
Hmm.
I think an
Hmm.
artist also somewhere, even if it's not deliberate, I think their emotions, their feelings, their creativity, and their life experiences definitely come out on canvas. Now, for
Right.
me, like I think it was never deliberate. Initially, when I started just 5 years ago. When I
Okay.
started, it was all trial and error, just trying to come up with, practice different genres and all. But
Hmm.
slowly, you see something emerging, which you realize is probably just an expression of maybe your life in the last 20 years.
Hmm.
Some past experiences.
Right.
Something or the other. You realize that that's actually what's coming up in the paintings. I'm a very very proud sort of what's that word? Sort of a keen um, woman empowerment kind of spokeswoman.
Right. Ma'am,
I
I've
I
heard.
really do-
Yeah.
yeah, I honestly believe, and this is not just
Right.
because it sounds good. I honestly believe that women in the world have so much talent, so much
Right.
to offer the world, which unfortunately is suppressed due to different circumstances.
Exactly.
Number one, we always take responsibility for everything, for our
Right.
parents, for our families, for our children, for our husbands, for our in laws, for the whole world. And we
Right.
put ourselves last. Everybody else is, top of the list, and you come last. So
Exactly.
unfortunately, yeah, I'm not talking about the present generation because
Yeah.
I think the present generation is pretty sorted. They
Yeah.
already know from a young age what they want to do in life and how to achieve it.
Right.
But up to
Right.
our generation, I would call myself the previous generation. We
Right.
were still sort of in under peer pressure. We were expected to get married or whatever.
Hmm.
And even if you're a professional and you are pursuing a career, if you're lucky
Hmm.
enough to be a doctor or one of those professionals who are
Hmm.
obviously not told to sit at home, and you're allowed to do something in the world, but at the same time you can't shirk your responsibilities, your duties at home, your domesticity. So as a result, what happens is, if it's just a hobby, you tend to push it aside because
Right.
that's not earning you anything. Unfortunately, that cliche of काम करना तभी होता है जब when you're earning a monetary return for that, कि
Hmm.
आपको
Hmm.
कोई salary मिल रही है या कुछ ऐसा मिल रहा है, then it's called work. If it's
Right.
anything else, it's just passion, it's just hobby. It can be done later. Chore, it can be, do it later, do it 3 hours later, do it tomorrow. Don't give it a priority right now. So वो करते करते what happens over time, you tend to push all these passions and hobbies aside, and
Right.
I think just lock them up in a box and throw the key away. But
Right.
when you're given the chance, finally, when you get a chance, like I was very fortunate at the post 50 years old to get this opportunity to actually pursue my passion
Right.
because of the support of my family. So I think all those expressions and all those desires and all that, you had somehow locked away at the back of your head, like I said, and forgotten about them. They all come pouring out. So a lot of my initial work was on women empowerment because I
Hmm.
came from a country like Kenya, grew up in a
Hmm.
multicultural society, got married into a small town in India, which didn't have
Hmm.
much of opportunities 35
Hmm.
years ago.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that time I couldn't work, I couldn't pursue my career or anything. So the moment I got a chance to do this, I think I just poured it all out. And a lot of it is about women empowerment, how a woman yearns to study or to read or to, travel or do something or the other, which she can call her own personal space. And she's not allowed to. So that's how I put down my thoughts. But let women be allowed to do whatever they want to, support them, push them, give them the opportunities. So a lot of my initial paintings are about that. If you have a look at them, you will see
Yes.
that in my artwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How well you have said, ma'am. Ma'am, as a painter, how you want to, define yourself, like as an impressionist or expressionist, or something like abstract or surrealist, or in any other
I don't,
spectrum?
I really honestly, I think I'm too raw, too young in this field, and too new to really put myself into any label box. I mean, I think that would be actually a little arrogant of me to pretend to tell the people, oh, I'm an impressionist painter, etc. No, I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm
Wow.
trying different genres, and I think every thought process cannot be expressed in just one form. I feel
Right.
there
Right.
are various different ways to express something, you know.
Hmm.
There's some, the thoughts are a little vague, they're there, but they're a little vague, and you don't want to define it by putting realism into it. So it is expressed by way of abstracts. Or
Hmm.
if you're sort of trying to give, like you said, impressionism, you're trying
Hmm.
to give out a vibe to the world. You're trying to tell them your story, that this is what my story is, this is what, I'm thinking, this is what I'm trying to depict. Impressionism, yes, is a wonderful way of doing it, because you can be exact without being exact, if you know what I
Right.
mean. you know
Right. Right.
you put your story across without actually having formal hard lines around that story.
Right.
Abstract, I love abstract and impressionism, because I think you have put something down on canvas, but you are
Hmm.
still giving the world an opportunity to read that piece of artwork in the way that they would like to.
Right.
you know I mean,
Exactly.
everybody has a different thought process about a certain thing. I might look at something and I could see a tree. Somebody else might
Hmm.
look at it and they might see a carrot. It depends on where
Hmm.
they are at that time in their emotional and physical space. So impressionism and abstract
Hmm.
allows you to throw your feelings onto canvas and allow others to read them. It's like you're like an open book to them. Come read my pages. This is what I try to say. Did you understand me? I think it's a
Right.
conversation
Right.
with the
Right.
it's a
Exactly so.
conversation with the
Yeah.
artist. Yeah. So
Artist.
it's not like, it's not, you're not forcing something onto them. Okay, this is what I want to say, and this is exactly what it is. No, these are my thoughts. Do you think you could read them with
Yeah.
me? Could we have an open discussion about this? Did you try? Could you understand me? I think
Right.
that allows you to really bond with your audience, and
Hmm.
somewhere or the other, somebody will pick up exactly what you're thinking, and that's happened with me several times. I have people from abroad, from UK and from France, from USA, reaching out to me
Right.
and saying, Reena, I don't know what you were trying to say behind that, but this is what I see in it. And sometimes it
Right.
amazes me that women all over the world, because of their experiences in life, some way or the
Exactly.
other have a very similar thought process. Their experiences have
Exactly.
sort of brought them closer to the rest of women in the world. And this, I think, gives them a platform to speak their minds. Maybe they're not as good with a brush, but when an
Right.
artist like me puts their story also on canvas, they love to own that piece and hang it up in their bedroom, because it reminds them exactly of what they wanted to say,
Can relate.
all their
Yeah. Yeah.
life. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think, I
Exactly
mean,
so.
but I'm still an experimenter. Like I told you, I love trying different genres. Sometimes I'll see
Hmm.
somebody's work and be really impressed with it. I'm very impressed with realism, because I think the sheer patience that a person puts onto that canvas, getting a detail absolutely right, and it looks almost like a photo. I'm very impressed with that. I know I can't do it, but I would love to. It inspires me, and suddenly I pick up a brush and say, okay, let me try that. Let me try, some kind of realism. Let me draw that tiger in a really realistic way, or let me do something like that. So I think
Hmm.
I'm still at, like I told you, I'm a student. I'm still learning. I've still not. I don't want to stick to a particular art style right now as
Hmm.
yet, because it's only been 5 or 6 years since I've been at it. Maybe after 20 years, somebody will say, okay, now Reena has got that particular style and she only sticks to that. Right now, I don't want to stick to anything. I want to be able to do whatever I can. And especially when people reach out to me and ask me for something, I love it
Right.
because it's a challenge for me. Somebody is telling me, this is what I want. Can you translate it for me? I think that's the biggest challenge. And when they see it and they love it, I think it's like the most satisfying thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Our viewers are with ma'am, and some people have really commented. Ruhan Sengupta has commented that it was great to hear your words, ma'am. And someone has asked you something regarding like what are you working on at this moment? At present, what are you working on?
Yeah, well, actually, I finished with a gigantic painting of Paris a little while ago.
Okay.
So now just wanted a break from that. Now I've actually,
Mm.
like I told you, I'm now attempting to draw a semi-realistic tiger, not a
Okay.
hyper-realistic one. But I
Hmm.
just wanted to, try that because, like I told you, my love for Kenya has always wanted to me to draw wildlife. So I thought it
Right,
was high
right.
time I tried something, realistic. So right now on my easel is a tiger which is trying to come out, and I hope I can do justice to making it as real as possible.
Sure,
And
sure.
yeah, that's what I'm trying at the moment. So if I don't have commissions in between, or if I don't have an exhibition to go to for which I
Hmm.
have to adhere to
Hmm.
a particular theme or something, like I
Hmm.
just came back from Dubai, so that was different. I took
Yeah,
my
yeah.
abstract works and all to Dubai, etc. But now I'm in between commissions, in between exhibitions. So then I like
Hmm.
to again pick up a new genre and try it. So right now there's a tiger coming out of the Kenyan jungles. Let's see what
Wow.
I
Well,
do
we
with it.
are very excited. We are eagerly waiting to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, though there are no tigers in Kenya, I was just trying to be very dramatic. Tigers in India, I think. So this is not going to be a Kenyan one. This is going to be an Indian wildlife one.
Indian one, right? Ma'am, coming with your answer only, like I know that you recently had been in Dubai. So can you just share any special moment with our viewers that how was your experience there in the exhibition?
Honestly, like I told you, I'm very easily humbled because I think I came into this space by chance, by luck. I mean, it was my kids who forced me into something which I had never thought I'd pick up, and I'm
Hmm.
so eternally grateful for that to them because they've given me something which I can call my own. And then
Hmm.
for which the nice people like you, you know, interact with me and ask me about. So I think I'm really blessed. I'm very, very blessed that people are even bothering to like my work. But going to Dubai was a real eye opener. You realize how much talent there is out there in the world.
Right.
And the biggest takeaway for me from there, see, a international show where there are 51 countries participating and thousands of artists. You can imagine the amount of inspiration that was there. Just that
Right.
feel of being there, of walking around and seeing such talented people's work on the walls, learning from it, observing it,
Hmm.
talking to them, talking about the experiences. I mean,
Hmm.
I would ask all of them, how did you come into this? How have you grown as an artist? How
Hmm.
have you found your own market or your viewers, your audience? How do people reach out to you? How have you reached out to them? Where have you
Right.
learned? These questions, I had millions of questions, and that's literally what I was doing. I was going around meeting people, admiring their work, and I was full of questions. So I think my biggest experience was just networking with talented people and seeing what the
Right.
rest of the world is doing, and just feeling truly grateful for being able to have that experience. Because when you're there at such a level, there's a lot
Hmm.
to learn. There's a
Exactly.
lot to learn. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Ma'am, our team has a few questions for you in a separate
yeah.
way. Like we went through, few of your marvelous works in Instagram, right? So our
Right.
audience will be very happy if you just explain very shortly the thoughts behind this. Okay. So
Yeah.
first, I'll go with "In a Land Far Away."
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, like I've said, that something. Um, I think it was like I told you. I came from a country abroad. I came to
Hmm.
a very small town here. Ambala is
Hmm.
a very, very small town. It's actually an army cantonment, because of which there's a lot of restricted growth in terms of
Right.
commercialization here. And when I got married 35 years ago, it was 35 years less advanced, if you can imagine. So
Yeah.
there was a great cultural difference for me. So I
Hmm.
used to, again, when sometimes I would, living in this small town and all, experiencing small town living, I would dream of that unreachable. I would dream of going back to my city, going back to
Yeah.
Nairobi. So for me, that this was just a portrayal of maybe my yearning to reach out to that land far away, which I left behind long time back, but I still want to be. And for me, that path is very green and very surreal and beautiful. Reaching out for that space, that place which is untouchable right now, but hopefully, it will be within my reach soon. So when I did that painting, I think I was actually dying to go back home.
Uh,
Which I did last year after many, many years. I hadn't gone back home for 20 years actually. So
oh,
I think I was missing it too much when I did that painting. And
yeah.
luckily last year I went and spent 2 months there post COVID. So yeah, I managed to go finally. So,
Yeah.
like I told you, in art, I think an artist's artwork generally talks about his state of mind that time or
Yeah.
in the past. In the
Or in the
past,
past.
yes,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Ma'am,
The
our
future is
second.
yet to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say.
the future is yet to come, yet to be experienced. So
Yeah.
it's a past that you actually fall back upon for expression of any kind.
Right. Right. Ma'am, our second one is gondolas in Venice.
Ah, now I I told you I'm a travel aficionado. That's the word, right? Aficionado. Yeah, something like that. So I love travel. My dream is to be able to see the whole world and they go and explore new places, new cultures, new food,
Hmm.
new
Hmm.
places. And
Hmm.
honestly, Venice is one of my favorite places because I think it's just
Right.
so surreal and so magical and so
Hmm.
romantic. It
Hmm.
just gives out that vibe. It might be a gondolas or boat, but the canals might not even be, as exciting as you saw them in a photograph. But
Hmm.
there's some romance linked with that. Like when you think of Paris and Eiffel Tower, immediately romance aata hai aapke dimag mein. Even though
Correct.
honestly, critics have said, what is it? It's just a steel pillar building. What is it? It's nothing but metal. But still,
Right.
there's a story and a vibe behind it. So for me, Venice is amazing. You know, just floating down the canals. First of all, that's a wondrous thing. You get
Hmm.
out of the traffic in your own country full of cows and auto rickshaws and cars, and then
Hmm.
their way of transport is these beautiful canals, which
Hmm.
are, going all over the city. And just that feel of sitting in that gondola, with that guy rowing you along, maybe
Right.
even singing for you, like in that movie. Do you remember Amitabh
Hmm.
Bachchan and Zeenat Aman sitting in that gondola? It's
Hmm.
it's just a romance, and I think everybody loves a bit of romance. All of us, we have a
Right.
little romantic hidden somewhere inside us, which
Exactly.
always comes out, jumps out when you go to such places. So Venice is a love favorite with me, and Paris is another. I love painting Paris. Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
our next one was Ethiopia.
Utopia, yes. Okay, again. Now, see, that is again one of
Hmm.
my favorites. I'm so glad you mentioned it. And luckily for me, it turned out to be a favorite with many people because
Hmm.
I painted one and lots of people reached out that we
Ask
want
for.
something similar. See,
Uh,
like I said, I think most of my thought process, maybe growing up in such a place like Kenya, which was a very exciting and interesting place, and
hmm.
then we grew up with stories of Enid Blyton, the
Hmm.
faraway tree and those magical lands beyond the clouds and stuff. So
Hmm.
I probably was one of those kids. I literally, I should take a torch and go down to the tree at the end of my garden looking for fairies and elves. I was so silly. But I've grown up with. I think, like I said, we need to
Yeah,
keep that romantic and that child alive in us,
I
basically,
like it in
to
us.
see
Exactly.
to see us through the worst times. So, Utopia was again my take on some magical kind of a landscape where
Hmm.
everything is beautiful. It's not
Hmm.
black and white the way you see it.
Hmm.
It's something from your imagination. The
Hmm.
color you must notice. Basically, my expression was only through colors for that.
Right.
uh,
Right.
those very different and unbelievable colors for a landscape. But I
Hmm.
think that's how I just wanted to express that the same environment that you would take for granted every day actually may hold something very magical in it again. So
Right.
that's Utopia for me, is that absolutely beautiful, surreal kind of a place of your imaginations, where there's like maybe it's heaven in some way. It's just that one beautiful place that you would just want to lie down and look up at the trees and just
Hmm.
meditate or just
Just feel
lie
the.
back appreciating life. That's a sort
Yes.
of place that I envision there. Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, the last one, like your artwork on the girl on the train. If I'm not wrong, you dedicated this picture to Pernithi's Netflix premiere, right? So I just want to know that how did she react to this?
You know what happened again? That was again just honestly by chance. I mean, I painted that picture. I was inspired by these. We had gone to London, and
Yeah.
Pariniti and we always travel by the subways. She knows
Hmm.
London like the back of the hand. I mean, if you could, wanted to ask her any question today, she would answer you about London like a local, maybe even more like a local. She'll be able to
Hmm.
tell you exactly what station to take, which train, and then change at which station, etc. She's that good. So we
Hmm.
were traveling to York together in these trains, which are, yellow in
Hmm.
color and all.
Hmm.
And I love that. I mean, I found it so cute. All those
Exactly.
trains, you know. So I think it was just like in my mind, and I just wanted to try and draw it. And when I almost finished it, I just looked at it and said, "Wow!" And as a joke, I sent it to Parinity. I just wrote nothing. I said nothing. I just said the girl almost on the train because the movie was releasing in a couple of days.
Hmm. Hmm.
And she was so thrilled. She says, first she asked me, Mom, who's painted this? I said, I have. She says, "Oh my God, I just love it." It it just it just happened to be so appropriate at that time. So, like I said, it wasn't something deliberate, but it just worked out that way. And that girl who I drew in on the side, it was like she was literally waiting for the
Hmm.
train at the station to arrive. And
Hmm.
my thoughts went to Pariniti immediately. And I thought of her. I
Hmm.
said, "Look, girl, the girl almost on the train because the movie
Right.
was almost releasing." So it was
Yeah.
just something
Yeah.
that clicked, spur of the moment thing which clicked, and she loved it so much, and she shared it on her social media and all, and people just
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
it. So I'm so glad
Yeah.
it was something very impromptu which sort of was received very well. So it was good. She loved it. She loved because she literally felt so happy. That I'd actually done something keeping her movie in mind. That
Right.
my
Right.
art suddenly took me to something that she was about to do, and
Exactly.
I think maybe coming from a mother, I just gave her that extra push or something. That see, my family is waiting
Right.
so eagerly for my movie to come out, and I
Yes.
think they are her biggest support systems. I always tell her I'm your craziest fan. So I think it was just one of those things that worked out really well, and she loved it. She was so happy with it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, ma'am, how do you balance this? Means a celebrity mom and a celebrity artist. How do you
Oh
balance
Lord.
this?
Oh Lord. I don't think there's much to balance, honestly, because as a celebrity mom, it's nothing but pride that I feel.
Hmm.
Um, so for me, basically, I just love to watch her, to see what she's up to. I love it when people love her. She loves her fans. The fans are
Hmm.
so, so good. And as a mother, I feel very, very proud when people speak good things about her, our
We
friends,
all
our
love her
family.
actually.
They, that's so sweet of you. So people have something nice to say about them. I think it's nothing but pride that we feel. But otherwise, matlab, as
Right.
I don't really have to balance anything because when we are together, we're experiencing
Hmm.
all that she does live in Bombay, and I do live in
Hmm.
Ambala because my husband's business is here, our home is here.
Hmm.
So when
Hmm.
we're together, we really enjoy being with her and experiencing all that
Hmm.
she experiences. And as an
Hmm.
artist, I'm doing my own thing all the time. So, and
Hmm.
she's again my biggest support. She has really pushed me to follow my art. She, in fact, was the one who got me to take it up. I think you might have read somewhere the whole story. On my
Hmm.
birthday, my kids, they just gifted me this entire, absolute, I think the entire store of artwork. And that's how I
Right.
started. And slowly, slowly, I started loving it. So that's what I do in my time at home. That's what I'm doing. When I finish with my household chores, I'm, for painting. If I travel, I carry my little kit along with me. I paint there. Like when I was in Kenya, I painted a couple of paintings there, which sold there only
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
local Kenyans there. So it's lovely. So I don't really have to balance it. I think it happens. The balancing happens on its own
It
because
comes.
Pariniti is looking after her career. I am looking after my artwork as well as my house. So I think it just happens. It just happens side by side, and I am grateful for that because my family gives me the time and the support to pursue it, so I'm able
Hmm.
to do it. And at the same
Hmm.
time, with the little first opportunity we get to hang out with Pariniti, whether we travel abroad together or she comes home or we go to
Yeah.
Bombay, so then we try and do that. So I think
Yeah.
I think it's working touchwood quite well, and we're grateful for that, honestly.
Right, right. Our Celeb Chronicles team have arranged a small rapid fire round for you. Very small, okay?
Oh Lord, I'm not good at these things. Oh dear.
And it's very easy, it's very rapid. Okay. So are
Okay,
you ready?
okay. I hope so. I don't know if I'm ready or not, but I don't know. All right, shoot.
Okay. Shall I start? Okay. All right. Okay, ma'am, your favorite actor from Bollywood and from Hollywood.
Oh Lord, I was in love with Richard Gere from Hollywood. I think he's
Okay.
so good looking.
Right.
And Bollywood, honestly, I'm a very big Shah Rukh Khan fan. But I think there's so many talented people out there. I don't won't be able to put my finger on anyone. In the olden days, of course, it was Rishi Kapoor ji and all of those who were real heartthrobs. And amongst the newer lot, there's so much talent. I don't think I can honestly pick a favorite.
Right. Okay, ma'am, your favorite sports person.
Oh, I was a swimmer, a national level swimmer,
Oh,
and a national level tennis player. So for me, Michael Phelps at one point really inspired me. And
okay.
tennis, I watched tennis right from the time long before Roger Federer and all, when McEnroe and all used to play. So an avid tennis follower. So those tennis players, the Sharapovas and the Martina and all of them, they really used to inspire me as well. Yeah.
Okay. Now, my next question is there something which you cannot live without?
Which I cannot live
Live without.
without. Oh Lord. No, I don't think I've made myself too habitual of anything, honestly, because I think that limits you a lot. But I think my family, number one,
Hmm.
and now probably my painting also, because it's my
Right.
go-to thing, my meditation. So these two
Right.
things I think right now are priority in my life, which I would
Oh,
not want to live without. Yes.
okay. What are the three qualities that an ideal life partner should have, do you think?
Oh, loyalty and faithfulness, first of all. Number
Hmm.
one, right? The trust factor has to be there.
Hmm.
And I would say a sense of humor, very
Right.
important. Sense of
Right.
humor gets you through the worst phases in your life.
Hmm.
And well, I'll say because I have a husband who sings wonderfully. I think
Hmm. Yeah, I've
being
heard.
able to
Yeah.
sing, being able to sing is one of the most desirable things. That's how I met my husband, and that's the first thing that impressed me about him. And
Wow.
I think these three things are amazing. But loyalty, trust, the trust factor, faithfulness is is the most important in your partner, because there's so many things in life that are thrown at you. If you have that connect and that trust with each
Hmm.
other, you can get
Hmm.
through anything in life.
Right. Right. Ma'am, next is any song that is in repeat in your playlist. Any song.
Any song that is on repeat in my playlist, oh my god, I change my playlists like I change my socks, honestly. So there's some of my daughter's song, in fact. I can right now, if you saw her on Hunarbaz, she sang Lag Ja
Hmm.
Gale. That's
Hmm.
right now I'm listening to that on loop because I just can't get over it.
And
And
it was
otherwise,
beautiful.
yeah, otherwise I've loved certain songs like Dua from Shanghai. I can listen to it
Hmm.
over over. There are many favorite some of Arijit Singh's songs. Fir Le Aaya Dil, Aadat. These songs are favorites with me. So there are lots of songs. Purane Gaane, I love Mukesh. I just listen to old songs in a loop, or even the 80s, 70s, 80s songs from my school
Right.
time. When we used to jam in
Right.
school and all in Kenya. Earth, Wind and Fire and Lionel Richie and Donna Summer and Tina Turner and
Hmm.
Bee Gees and Boney M and ABBA, those kind of songs. Sometimes you
Hmm.
just go down that nostalgia trip, and then that's on a loop for a few days. I'll be listening to it. But my ever most favorite singer is Neil Diamond.
Oh.
I just love him. Yeah, I love him and I love his song. I think he has the sexiest voice ever.
Right. 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 Ma'am, any place you want to visit all alone and spend your me time?
All alone. Oh my God, there are lots of places I want to visit, but if I say I would go without my husband, he'll probably protest. Like Switzerland is one of my top bucket lists, which I would love to go, but I would go with him. On my own, I think I'd probably go to another beach and all and just sit around, look at the waves, maybe paint the water because I love painting water. Done a lot of
Right.
seascapes. So I've been to Maldives a number of times.
Yeah.
I wish Bora was close enough for me to go because I
Hmm.
love looking at photographs of Bora Bora and wishing I was there with my easel and my paintbrushes. So maybe
Hmm.
that's our other place. The beach, definitely. I'm a beach person, a water person.
Right. And ma'am, what is your favorite food?
Well, favorite food? I just love any form of continental fish. A great
Okay.
fillet fish cooked in a cooked in uh I don't know, a sauce, a mushroom sauce, grilled, smoked, whatever. I just love a fish. Yeah.
Right. Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Definitely. I don't drink tea at all actually. I only drink coffee. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
drink tea.
Okay. Which one do you prefer, quality of life or quantity of life?
Now what do you mean by quantity of life? You mean as in the number of years you have in life? Or
Or
what
yeah,
do you mean by quantity of life?
like number of
See, I
years, or yeah, or the quality of life that you have.
I think definitely quality because for me quality of life means spending time with your loved ones, traveling,
Yeah.
seeing new places. I would not like to live to 90 years unable to do any of these things,
Right.
unable to travel or not seeing the world and all. No point in living up to 90 if you've not done the things that you love in life. This
Right.
is one of the biggest lessons that my daughter has taught me. She always
Hmm.
tells me, Mom, you want to do anything, do it right now. Don't be
Right.
lying in that bed at the age of 80, wishing, oh, I wish I had gone to so and so place.
Hmm.
I wish I had done that. I wish I had visited so and so. I wish I had worn that. I wish I had eaten that. Do whatever you feel like, do it today because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly so.
So, quality of life, definitely. And this is the biggest learning lesson from my children, honestly. Touchwood, they have really taught us to enjoy life, to live it a lot better than we used to in the past. And we
Right.
learn from them every day. In fact, Pariniti is my biggest encourager. She's my teacher. She's my tutor. She scolds me the most. whenever whenever I talk to her about something, oh Tisha, I'm not sure, should I do this, should I, she'll be like, Mom, why are you even thinking about it? You want to do it, just go ahead, stop thinking
Hmm.
about things, do what you love, do what you want to do. Now's the time. And I love the enthusiasm that this younger generation, because they're very sorted in their heads, they know exactly what they want to do. And but God should help them to achieve whatever they want to do. And
Right.
in the bargain, if we also get a better quality of life, there's nothing like it, right? It's definitely
Right.
quality. I would hate to
Ma'am,
live to 100
yeah.
having done nothing.
Right. Right. Ma'am, one specific common habit which you and
Huh.
Pariniti both have.
Both have. I think we both love reading
Okay.
and we
Right.
both love traveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Right.
this is the most common. Even if she gets even a 2 day break in between work, she will definitely try and go somewhere. She'll go scuba diving or she'll just go
Hmm.
for a little break. And she loves reading. From a very young age, I introduced her to reading the way
Hmm.
my parents did me. And she really took to it. And she is an absolute voracious reader, extremely well read.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
love that because I think that opens up so many avenues for children.
Exactly.
Uh, in the young days, it gives them imagination, gives them uh, learning, knowledge, everything. And as you
Right.
go older, I think it really broadens your horizon, your thought processes, and all.
Hmm.
And yeah, these two things we definitely have in common. Yeah.
Right. And then the last question of our rapid fire round is any recent movie which have created some impact in you. Any recent movie which you have seen.
Mm. An impact on me, on my life or something.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, again, I'll just stay closer to home. Sandeep or Pinky Farrar and Girls on the Train really affected me. Really
Hmm.
affected me in a major way because I think that expression of emotion and all that Pariniti managed to put across was very, very touching.
Right.
And I loved Arjun also in Sandeep or Pinky Farrar.
Hmm.
Um, Otherwise, honestly, I haven't been to a theater for a very long time because of COVID and all. But these
Hmm.
two movies I really enjoyed, and A couple of movies on Netflix, like the
Hmm.
Hollywood movies also.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't be able to pinpoint any in particular from recent past.
Hmm. Hmm.
Honestly, I can't really think of much either. So
Right.
I think these two. When you talk about impact, I really
Yeah.
love this because it just sort of brought home, in a closer home, what
Hmm.
kind of an environment, what kind of society, etc. we're living in, and kya kya hota hai usme, and how it can affect a person psychologically, physically,
Yeah.
mentally, everything. Yeah.
Right. And we have come to almost the end of our episode. We have a very special question from our jury. That is, if you were in charge, what would you do to make women's empowerment a better place to work?
Well, first of all, honestly, I would be very fair to women and give them a very safe and positive environment to work in. Give them the opportunity to speak their minds, to do what they're good at. Don't suppress them in any way. Every woman, I think, whether she's a daughter, a mother, a wife, whatever she is, whether she's a
Hmm.
professional or she's a homemaker, it's
Hmm.
an equally difficult task for her to be able to balance her family and
Hmm.
her work. And the fact that she's out there trying all this, I think she needs every bit of encouragement, every bit of opportunity to be
Right.
able to easily do it, and uh, uh, I think it's our duty to give them a safe environment, and give them a platform where they will not always be told, oh, this is not for you, this is, you can't do it, or whatever. Give them equal opportunity, give them space, give them safety. Number one, a lot of the
Hmm.
girls out there, they're doing so well in life, yet unfortunately safety can be a bit of a problem.
Right.
Or generally, family support, I think, is very important. If you want to empower a woman, start from home, you know
Right.
the way we say charity begins at home, I think women
Hmm.
empowerment also starts from home. The first thing, her family, her husband, her children, her parents, everybody, her in laws need to recognize the fact that this is also a human being who's come into the world with dreams and aspirations, and he wants to achieve something in life. And I feel a woman is such a strong character that if you empower a woman, you're
Hmm.
actually empowering the world, society as a large, at large, because there's so much that she can contribute to the world.
Right, right. Ma'am, one last question which we ask to all our celebrities that I'm asking to you also. That is, any message you want to give for the junior artists who are, planning to become a painter, and the message for our team, for the Celeb Chronicles team.
Like, for the Celeb Chronicles, first of all, like I said, I'm extremely humbled and extremely grateful that you reached out and you saw
Thank
me
you.
worthy of coming on to your live session and all. Thank you so much for that. I love talking to people and I love meeting people like you who are doing so much in the world. Like I told you, again, women power, and the fact that you are doing all this is just shows your talent, your creativity, and your eagerness to reach out to the world and do something good. And as to the junior artists, don't wait till you're 50 plus to do to pursue your passion. um I waited a long time only because of circumstances, and maybe I also didn't know that I had it in me to become an artist.
Hmm.
So it's never too late to start, but it
Hmm.
could be too late if you don't start today. Today is the
Right,
time to start, and don't leave what you want to do till tomorrow. Just start in a
right,
small way, build up, keep learning. There's so many people, helpful people out there who can help you to learn. You don't necessarily have to go to college or to
right,
an art school to learn. Just keep practicing, doing what you love, and ultimately it'll turn out to be something that you really enjoy. And if it's monetary gains that you're looking at, maybe at
hmm.
some point when you become good enough for people to love your work and want to own your work, that's something very, very lucky. And but just do it today. Keep learning, keep practicing. Even I practice every day. I get frustrated at my art every day. As so many times I just, in the middle of a painting, I just paint black paint all over and start all over again. So
Right.
just keep at it. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us for such a long time. Thank you so much. And we are blessed to have you, okay, in our show, in our special episode, 25th episode, actually. So we are blessed to have you. Thanks to all our
Wonderful.
viewers for being with us for such a long time. So good night from both of us. We'll meet in our next episode again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all the viewers who came out here to listen to me. And thank you for your love out there. Please keep reaching out. If any of you want any special painting to be done, please just DM me on my Instagram and I'd love to do it for you. Thank you so much for your love. All
Thank you.
right.
Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having
Bye
me.
bye. Good night. Good
Bye
night.
bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.